to be 9 months to you.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, his professional record, 18 wins, 4 defeats, 1 draw, 12 knockouts. He is ranked number 7 in the world by the prestigious Ring magazine. Frank the Animal Fletcher. His opponent, wearing the white trunks with black trim, he weighs 158 pounds, from Kampala, Uganda, now living in Tampa, Florida, undefeated in 22 professional fights, 22 knockouts, ranked number 2 by the Bible of Boxing Ring magazine, John the Beast Mugabi.
John the Beast Mugabi, in his previous 22 fights, yet to involve the judges. But I will tell you that the scoring is on the 10-point must system. Referee Joe Cortez does not get involved in the scoring. It'll be handled by the 3 judges.
3 knockdown rule is in effect. Fighter going down, goes to the positive corner. You want low punches, skinny punches, and rapid punches.
And the reach advantage to Mugabi. Slight height advantage to John Mugabi. Frank the Animal, while in his prime, a search and destroy style fighter. Swarming, aggressive, when sharp, looking for the early KO, putting the head down, boring in from bell to bell. John Mugabi looking always for that early KO, and he has stopped 14 of his opponents in the first or second round. He comes off the second round quickie over Vampire Johnson just a couple of months ago. Scheduled for 10, and at the 160-pound middleweight limit.
Right off the bat, Animal is not swarming in there like he said he was going to do. He's showing a little respect for the punching power of Mugabi.
And they are chanting beast.
Frank reaching with his punches. That's devastating with a puncher like Mugabi who can hook as you come in. Remember, Animal Fletcher's style is to swarm in. That means just to run in, arms flailing, throwing punches, trying to smother Mugabi before he gets his off. He's not doing that. He's keeping that distance between them. That distance is punching distance. That distance is what Mugabi needs to get off clean shots.
A minute in, opening round. John Mugabi opening as he did against Vampire Johnson by just checking things out.
Mugabi's face, a mask, an expressionless mask. He has not shown any emotion whatsoever. He's just coolly going about his business. Frank, on the other hand, looks apprehensive. Fletcher's not fighting with his wild abandon and brio that he did before. He looks slightly intimidated.
And Mugabi continues to cut the right hand, flashing the left. Fletcher does not want to get trapped. And those are very loose strokes. First punches of the crowd thrown by Mugabi. And the crowd responds. Left, first round.
Mugabi hoping to trap the Animal Fletcher on the ropes. Animal is obliging. Why he wants to go along those ropes, I'll never know. That's the place that Mugabi does his best work. That's what he's got to do. Back away as soon as his back touch those ropes. He's got to move away from there. Get in the middle of the ring and move around. Mugabi seeming content to feel him out.
The hook thrown by the southpaw Fletcher getting in.
And the hooks by Mugabi just missing.
Final seconds. First round. There's Mugabi. He did land the right hand. We'll be right back.
after 18 holes on a hot afternoon.
Mugabi out for round 2, 22-0, all 22 by knockout. His last defeat taking place as an amateur, fighting for the gold of the 1980 Moscow Olympics. And now Mugabi going to work with authority on Frank Fletcher.
Frank again, back to the ropes, getting hit.
There is Lucille Fletcher, the mother of Frank the Animal.
Fletcher's corner exhorting him, move around, stick the jab out, don't get hung on the ropes. All good advice. But John the Beast Mugabi relentlessly follows you under the ropes once he gets the advantage.
Opening minute, second round. Right hand grazing Fletcher. Oh, there's a right arm target thrown by Mugabi. Another right hand. John Mugabi getting to Frank Fletcher in trouble, trying to get off the ropes. Mugabi with the combination, and Fletcher. Let's see, this Cortez. He's trying to help Fletcher through the ropes to get back into the action. Halfway through, second round, Fletcher was actually fortunate that he ended up between the ropes.
Fletcher not learning his lesson with those ropes. As soon as that back touches the ropes, on comes John the Beast Mugabi, and he's tough on the ropes.
And the chant of peace from the crowd as Mugabi landed the big right hand.
Good shot by Animal Fletcher. Good left hook that landed right on Mugabi. It stopped him for a second. He's got to get off these ropes.
Less than a minute left. Round 2. Mugabi getting down to serious work. Pummeled him with that right hand. Good left by Fletcher.
Fletcher keeps catching Mugabi with a left hook, but it doesn't have much power in it now.
Time remaining. Second round. Left hook again by Fletcher. Got in on Mugabi.
Again, the left hook by Animal Fletcher. Nothing on it, though. Not enough to stop Mugabi from coming on.
And he caught Mugabi again. Mugabi wide open, although hurting Fletcher, but he continues to leave himself vulnerable. Final seconds. Second round. So that's the end of round 2. Big action, second round. John Mugabi able to land, particularly with the right hand, but also constantly open. And we saw James Hard Rock Green get to Mugabi, providing Mugabi with his toughest test. And Fletcher also was able to get him with that left hand.
He's got to improve his defense if he's going to fight for the title, because he's getting hit each one of these fights with hooks that are thrown by both Hard Rock Green and, in this case, Animal Fletcher. Animal just doesn't have that much on the punches because he's sustaining hard punishment from Mugabi.
Combination by Mugabi. Fletcher was able to get a couple of left hands in, and we're on to round 3. Marv Albert, Bernie Pacheco from Tampa, Florida. Once again, Fletcher with the left hand. And the roundhouse right by Mugabi. Mugabi with the left.
Fletcher now knows he can land that hook when he wants. It's just that he's got to pay a fearful toll when he throws it. He's just hoping one of those will be the ticket to slow up John Mugabi. He's certainly landing him right where he's aiming him, right on the chin of John Mugabi.
And Fletcher's corner screaming, get off first. It has been Mugabi getting off first to this point.
fluid. Sweat and water pouring off both men. The ring lights are close and they're very hot.
Mugabi again trapping Fletcher in the corner. Fletcher was able to answer. The feint by Mugabi, but not able to connect. Halfway through round 3. Fletcher continuously off balance and then caught.
What an instrument of destruction this John Mugabi is. He gets you in that corner and it's bad news. Although Frank the Animal is not having any of it. He knows he can hit him with that hook and he's been winging it. Goes 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row.
Less than a minute left.
It's almost as if he has no other punch in his arm except that left.
And again, Fletcher trapped in the corner. Seconds left. Third round.
Frank fighting back off those ropes. John has taken a vacation. Oh, what a hammering shot. Another one by Frank the Animal Fletcher.
And we're final seconds, round 3. And you get the idea the hooks of Fletcher have been surprising Mugabi.
My music keeps me going in more ways than one.
Eye of Frank Fletcher on the verge of closing, but much confidence in the corner of Fletcher, who has been able to land with that left hook on Mugabi.
His corner thinks he's on the verge of a knockout. He may well be. Depends on which side you're sitting on. Frank has opened the round with an amazing display of freshness here. He was so weary at the end of the 3rd round.
And again, Fletcher able to land on Mugabi. Mugabi back with that hard right hand.
Not much body shots here. Everything going to the head. Mugabi fighting coolly. He seems to go hard as soon as he sees Fletcher go to the ropes. The right eye closing fast on Frank the Animal Fletcher. Looks like it may pop open. A lot of fluid there. Fletcher showing some movement, trying to move around, and he would survive much longer if he did that and stay away from those ropes. There he is again in the corner.
Combination by Mugabi. His timing has been a bit off to this point. Using the jab and coming on with the right, as you just saw. Halfway through, this is round 4, slated for 10.
Mugabi picking his shots now, almost as if he's not in a hurry. Could be a mistake.
Oh, big right hand, and that rocked Fletcher. And John Cortez is called it. It's all over. Right now, he's counting it. Apparently,
That can't go on. Cortez will not let that go on. That's over.
all over. The mandatory 8 count is in effect, and Cortez had a thought about giving the 8, and then changed his mind. Mugabi thought it was over, and indeed it was. So Mugabi, who had some difficulty, played it very patiently, and now has stopped Frank the Animal Fletcher in round 4. And the knockout string continues for the Beast. He is now 23-0, all 23 by knockout. And Frank the Animal Fletcher certainly has to reevaluate his career as the chant of Beast comes from the crowd here in Tampa. Frank the Animal, who was appeared to be on his way to a title fight against Marvin Hagler, was stopped by Juan Roldan. Prior to that, he lost by decision to Wilfred Scipion, and right here he's stopped by John Mugabi. We'll be back here in Tampa in a moment.
The great cars of Europe priced far out of reach until now. Renault presents the road.
As he has stopped Frank the Animal Fletcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 2 minutes, 3 seconds of the 4th round. The winner and still undefeated by technical knockout, John the Beast Mugabi.
The official time, 2 minutes, 3 seconds, round 4. For a moment, the referee, Joe Cortez, appeared as if he would give it the mandatory 8 and then changed his mind as Fletcher was walloped through the ropes. That's the big punch, the right hand. Fletcher about to go down, another right, the left, to the ropes. And here is where Cortez is checking it over as Mugabi continues to pummel Fletcher between the ropes. The doctor, there he is, darting from the middle of your screen. The fight had not been called at this point. Cortez was uncertain at first he was going to give that mandatory, and then as he's counting it out, he changed his mind all over. 2 minutes, 3 seconds, round 4. John Mugabi making it a record of 23-0, all 23 by KO. Let's go to the ring. Here's Ferdy.
John, congratulations. First, did that left...
No doubt about it. This kid has